Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 2nd. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. Also, I'm still running my October special, so if you'd like that, you can check that out in the description below, and that helps support this channel. So let's see what we have going on for you here. Let's see. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you have this card of confusion, and then you have like two cards of clarity. So, whenever I see that, I'm always like, what does that actually mean? Does that actually mean they'll be confused? And sometimes I think, no, probably not. And I kind of feel that for you this week. I actually think that you are going to be very clear in what you are doing. I think that you are going to have it seems like you have a very strong purpose this week as well. It's kind of like you have the Three of Spades. I even put it down, and like the image that popped into my head was just like an arrow just flying straight. So I feel like in a lot of ways that you're actually, that the cards aren't, using their typical meanings. And I feel like that you are very in line with what you're supposed to be doing at this time. Sometimes I think the Eight of Clubs can simply just be us kind of like reminiscing, thinking about the past difficulties that we went through. Sometimes it can be, I think it can be a good thing as well. It's like we kind of made it to the top of the mountain, and we're just looking back and we're like, wow, I can't believe, I've come this far. So, Clubs cards can represent the brain and just like, thinking and what we are thinking about. So I feel like that's what is going on for you. Same thing with this card. Like I said, I got that arrow image. This card normally represents like, problems and challenges and breakups and all this other stuff. But I really feel like for you, this is more like an arrow. It's pointing in a direction, saying that you are moving in the right direction on something. And yeah, and maybe that's what it is, now that I think about it, is that maybe you were moving in a different direction, and now it's kind of like there's been a course correction, and you're moving in the right direction, and you're finally like, okay, I'm doing the right thing now. I know exactly what I'm doing. So it's kind of like just that clearer, I think it's like clearer thought for you. Having said that, as always, be careful of your back, be careful of lifting things with this card, be careful of your health, and yeah, just be careful of a lot of that stuff. Next, you show up as the King of Diamonds. Very strong position, puts you in a very strong position. I also consider this a very lucky card. In the Lenormand card reading system, this card is called the Fish. Fish are symbols of prosperity and luck and all other sorts of good stuff. So I think that there's a lot of luck and a lot of strength is the word that I'm getting for you. Also, being very independent. It's like I just keep seeing these like just very straight lines. So kind of a weird message, but to me that represents independence for whatever reason. And I think that you are kind of like more making your own decisions at this time, and you're not so much like worried about what other people are saying. I think that's going to be very beneficial to you as well. Next, you have the Seven of Hearts. Seven of Hearts, I feel like this can represent doubts around love for you. For some of you, could be having doubts about relationships. But let's see. For others of you, I think this is representing you maybe not wanting to let go of something. But so yeah, again, don't hold on too tightly to something that you know you should let go of. And for others of you, I think that this is just representing your roots, where you are from. A lot of you could be hearing from your family or from back home or something. A lot of you could be traveling back home if you live far away. Or a lot of you, go back to your roots. This is kind of like one of those cards where it says that, and even I just pulled a clarifier card if you didn't see me do that, the King of Spades. We're going to talk about that in a second. But both of these cards are kind of like cards that say, keep a beginner's mind with anything that you're doing. Like if you're trying to overcome some sort of obstacle at work or even just in your regular life, some of this card plus that King of Spades, it kind of says like, the answer to your problem or the answer to have a successful outcome at work or whatever the case may be is to just kind of like think back to when you were a beginner. It's like going to be very, very simple, a very simple type of thing. And again, King of Spades just represents having tons of experience, years of experience in this situation, I feel, for you. And it just says, have that beginner's mind, like I said. Finally, you have the Two of Hearts. Great card for love if you are single, finding somebody who makes you really happy. If you are in a relationship, it can just represent matching up perfectly with some sort of situation, like a new job, new business, or new friend. could even just be a new like social circle or something like that. So it looks like a great week. Like I said, I feel like it's very quick, very swift, very quick changes, and maybe it's because of feedback. I've been saying for a couple weeks, I think feedback is getting better for us. Like we're actually starting to sense when we're like doing the right thing or the wrong thing, or when we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. So I do feel like that's getting better for you as well. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.